Hello there folks, these are the hands of me, Dan Brown, from asortofinterestinlife.com, and I'm very happy to say that we have got a brand new iPad Air 2 on the desk here. This is the gold version and also the 64GB Wi-Fi plus cellular edition. As you can see with the Box 360, it's everything that you imagine an Apple unboxing to be, extremely minimalist. We've also got the product red iPad Air smart cover as well. I know, yes, it's expensive, you can get them for a fraction of the price off eBay, so on, but I thought, oh well, if I get the red one, at least I've given some money to charity. So, I suppose this is the moment that we've got to dive in and see what this iPad Air is all about. No messing, let's dive straight in here. After I've done this proper unboxing, we will then have a quick look in comparison to the iPad that I'm currently filming this video on, which is one of the pre-iPad Air Generation 4 models. But here's the moment of truth. So we have that lovely stuff. So, there's our iPad. It's pretty much what I expect, an iPad. And my goodness me, instantly on picking that up, it's very, very thin. It's very light compared to what I'm used to, as I say, what I'm filming on. And, well, the gold, it's almost got, almost in this light, a very slight hint of brown. Those are my very first reactions. It feels quite heavy still for its size, but not heavy at all, like you say. It's I'm not making any sense when I say heavy, but not heavy at all. So I think we shall put that to one side. What I was trying to communicate was, as we look through the other bits and pieces, that even though it's very light, it's definitely still got a good weight to it, that you always feel like something's good quality if it's got that little bit of extra weight. I don't know if that makes sense or not. As you can see, these are pretty much all the accessories and bits and pieces that you can imagine you would get. This is obviously a UK version, which explains that there. I'm just going to let the cat in because she's clawing at the door, so bear with me and we shall have this iPad unboxed. And now for the full moment of truth. Let's get this properly unwrapped. Well, that is just fantastic. Absolutely lovely stuff. Let's get this switched on just while we're having this very first look. It is incredibly thin, like I say, because I'm used to using the pre-iPad Air model anyway. Just the weight of it compared to that and the general size, and obviously not having the wider bezel around each edge. This is certainly a new experience to me. As I say, this is the Wi-Fi and cellular version, so you can see we've got that white plastic bar there for the receivers, and where the SIM card, this time a nano SIM, goes in just on that part there. But yeah, look at that. Absolutely lovely stuff. We'll set this up another time. Check out and make sure you subscribe to me videos for more, because I'm sure we'll... Well, I do... the reason that I've got this iPad Air, if we have a quick unboxing of the cover, the reason I've got the iPad Air is because I basically live on a narrowboat and do an awful lot of filming and YouTubing and bits and pieces like that. So, of course, having something as small as an iPad to constantly be commuting and travelling around and biking to and from the boat to go to work and all of those sorts of things is absolutely ideal. The case here is actually, it's, well, because I'm once again used to the original iPad style case, this is with the non-metal hinge there. I don't know, I wasn't expecting it to be quite like that. Anyway, let's pop that on and see how it... Wow, that's got a very solid snap as well compared to the previous model. Definitely a much stronger magnet just from that initial snap. And again, it's only got the 3 folds rather than the 4 this time. But as I was saying, this is a very disjointed unboxing, my apologies. The reason that I've got the iPad Air is because I do an awful lot of biking and walking, and as I do a lot of YouTubing, well, out living on a boat and walking up mountains and that, I do all of my editing pretty much on the iPad, and a huge amount of filming on it too. I have an iPod Touch as well, which I use for filming and editing, but having something with a big screen and because I'm also a prolific indie author, I'm not saying I'm a good indie author, but I certainly do like to release a few books a year. I've written at least 2.5 books entirely on the iPad as well now. So again, having the bigger screen to do stuff like that, and the form factor in such a small, lightweight package as an iPad, is fantastic. And now that the iPad Air 2 has got the 64GB option for the price that the original 32GB option was, that instantly to me is like brilliant. I'm always desperately struggling for space with all the filming that I do, and of course doubling that storage for the same price as what I paid for the iPad 4, I'm more than happy with. Anyway, we're going to put the iPad Air 2 and the iPad 4 next to each other and take a few photos and wrap this video up. So now I've had a play around with it for a while, I can say that I absolutely love it. I think that this is going to be my iPad for many years to come now, at least another 2 years plus I think. It seems really quick, incredibly responsive from all of my initial testing. And really, I suppose, with these last few photos, I'll wrap things up and say thanks for watching. Check out my other videos for all sorts of random stuff, completely unrelated to iPad, life on a narrowboat, biking, going outside, basically. Until the next time, have a fantastic day. Subscribe for my thoughts on the iPad further down the line, and farewell.